Hello, today is May 24th, 2025. As always, we'll do our disclaimer, we'll go over our calls and make our predictions. Let's get rid of this. It's my trading plan for Tuesday. The market's closed Monday. Just remember, it's a plan. I can always change my plan. My plan can be wrong and trade at your own risk. Look for the daily pattern on Friday with the early low, late high. We got that. Doesn't tell us where we open, but we got the pattern, and we should have the same type of pattern when the market reopens on Tuesday. Early low, late high. The high doesn't have to be over the early low, but usually it is. We said that Thursday's pattern was basically a bullish pattern if we could hold this level. Obviously, we didn't hold the level. We said either we gapped under these lows, this is support, either we gapped under support or support wins. Well, we gapped under support. This is just a reminder of what we said. If we didn't get that move down, I thought it was a great pattern for gapping up, but we got the move down. During the day, MEJT gave a buy signal. We got the minimum target immediately. We traded over the minimum. That's already played out. This line's a 50-day moving average. We hit it. That's support. So we dropped to support. This is a futures chart. We were looking for a good chance that if support held, we could go up. And then we had the news announcement about the tariffs, and we had this big drop. Usually when you get a news announcement like that, it gets completely retraced. Now we've already retraced 61.8% from the high. You see we're just consolidating at Fibonacci levels. This is a support level. More support. And you don't really have to go more than that. It really stopped at this resistance from the prior lows. You could go down, but a lot of times these moves right before they open in response to news get reversed. So we have to see if we can find some justification for reversing that, because if we don't, we keep going down. We think we've hit a significant high here. Doesn't mean we drop every day. Well, this red line helped us call the high, right on the nose. We now connect these lows for support, and we now connect these levels for support. We have gapped up, hit resistance, dropped right to the support level in a straight line. Remember, we're still in an uptrend, and until we take out some of these lows, we're still in an uptrend. Now, the uptrend could have ended, but right now you've had a gap over this line, and just to retrace to that line with additional support from this line here, as we've been pointing out, we've got a lot of support right at Friday's low, and we hit the low in a straight line. And the rule is you gap under support or support wins, meaning if we don't gap under Friday's low, any break under it isn't going to hold. There's a lot of support here, and we still, even though we think this high is going to lead to more stuff, haven't really confirmed the break. Doesn't mean it won't be confirmed later, just hasn't happened yet. Well, here's our wave count. We have an A, we're calling this B, and you'd like C in the box to have some kind of Fibonacci relationship to A. So if you slide this over, the ideal Fibonacci relationship would be a 100% move, which would be in the 5650s. But we came pretty close to the 50% on Friday, so at least if we do rally from here, I don't think that's the end of wave C, but it wouldn't break any rules. Let's see if we can count this wave down. We're looking at the top of wave B in just the last few days. Well, here's a clear A. I'm not happy with the length of this B, but it doesn't break any rules. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the fibs work, and that could be either 1 down or A down. Then we have an ABC with good fibs for A. Here's an ABC with good fibs for B. It sure wouldn't break any rules if we had wave gray C up. And if wave C up is equal to wave A, you then at about 5860 and be right in the fourth wave of lesser degree. I mean, a rally here of over 50 handles wouldn't change anything. It would make the wave count work, and then you could drop after that. So I just can't rule that out. Now what if support doesn't hold here? We have major support. What if we gap under it? Well, then support breaks. You could just keep on dropping. It doesn't break any rules either. I'm certain there'd be some other wave count you could find. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But right now, if this holds, and that we don't know yet, we're not going to know until Tuesday's open, we could rally right up here, close to 5860, and then drop again, and it wouldn't change a thing as far as expecting lower prices coming up. So we have mixed signals. We'll have to use the mixed signals rules. These are the patterns for next week. Tuesday's pattern has the early low regardless of where we open. Typically it's a bullish day with a final hour high, but if it's weak instead, we should see more weakness. Now it is bullish. We dropped the support in the straight line. So either we gap under that support or support wins, which means if you don't gap under that support, then moves under it won't stick. There's a wave count compatible with bounce here about 1%. But it's negative that Friday's normally bullish pattern didn't close near the high. Now time doesn't run out until Tuesday's open, so gapping and promptly overtaking Friday's high kills that pattern. I mean, you gap up here, it's the normal pattern for the early low, late high. And that we don't know. We'll know that Tuesday's open. So we'll use the mixed signals rules. Most likely on Tuesday is we gap and promptly move outside Friday's range. That's the most likely thing. We've had to drop the support in the straight line. Either gap under support or support wins. The wave count certainly would justify a move up to around 5860 cash. And even though I think we're going lower, I just can't rule that out. And we're going to know that we're going to know if the gap prediction is true and in which direction by Tuesday's open. So it's the pattern with the early low, but it doesn't tell us where we open. It's normally a bullish day. Support's held so far. Even though I think we're going probably into the middle 5600s, I can't say we don't go up to the 5860s first. And that's today's call.